Hey guys, alright, look what I got here, a Galaxy S3 for T-Mobile. Yes, the Galaxy S3 for T-Mobile, Pebble Blue. As I'd stated in prior videos, I was going to get this phone on Thursday, however that did get pushed back to Friday. So I did end up getting this device yesterday, so I haven't really had time to play around with it as much as I'd like, but in the short time that I've had it, I can tell you right off the bat that this is a beast of a phone. Okay, so let me just go through the hardware here. So it has a polycarbonate design. The back plate is removable battery, removable SD storage. This current model, or this specific model here, is the 16 gigabyte. In terms of specs, you're looking at a 1.5 gigahertz dual crate Snapdragon S4 processor, and this beast right here actually sports 2 gigabyte of RAM. That's 2 gigs, not 1, that you would get with the quad-core version. So it does make up for the lack of quad-core with 2 gigs of RAM. In other words, you're going to get, you can probably likely open 50 applications and still get no or very little lag regarding just day-to-day operation. It's going to run beautifully, smooth as butter. You can see the transition effects with the live wallpaper in the back, running smooth as butter. Now this is running TouchWiz, and you get the pinch zoom on the screen. You also get the pinch zoom in the app drawer. So here's the app drawer, very ICS-esque in terms of the widgets tab and the apps tab. And again, if I pinch, I get a list of all of my apps. If I go to widgets here and I pinch, I get a list of all my, or I can get a pane of all my widgets. So there's that. You can see here, one thing here that's different with this version, or the T-Mobile version, that you haven't seen in the past, is there's a dedicated home key. You don't get that in previous iterations of the Galaxy S line on T-Mobile or in any US variant. Generally the European variant is the one that has the button, but this actually does have the dedicated home key. In terms of resolution, you're dealing with a 1280 by 720p resolution, Pentile Super AMOLED display, beautiful color rendering, just as good as the Evo LT, which I will be doing a comparison on soon. You can see the icons are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, literally not a pixel in sight. In terms of text, you're also going to get beautiful rendered text. Here, let me just go ahead and load this website here. And you can see right there, I mean, the text is gorgeous. Pinch zoom works wonderfully. You can scroll as fast as you'd like, up and down the screen. Again, the text renders great, no pixels. And let's just go back here. Alright, in terms of features of TouchWiz, you've probably watched other versions of Galaxy S or TouchWiz reviews, and it's pretty nice. I mean, personally, TouchWiz isn't my cup of tea. I like HTC Sense. I've never really quite been accustomed to TouchWiz, but in any case, it is good. It's complete. I believe this version is complete, whereas previous versions might have been lacking certain features. For example, here's S-Voice. If you tap the home screen twice. Hello?
Howdy.
Check the weather. Glendale. See? It's nice. Check the weather, Glendale, California.
Here is the weather for Glendale,
Solid.
California.
Solid. And in, you know, I've done reviews on Assistant, which is basically a Siri type app that you could download from the Play Store, and I actually like Assistant more than I like S-Voice. S-Voice is good. It's just kind of, it gets how can I explain it? I think it gets a kind of like stuck on one specific topic. Like if I ask it to search a contact, it won't leave. You know, and I can ask it to do something else outside of the contacts, and it stays stuck on a specific contact, or linking a contact, or social networking regarding a contact. It's hard to explain, but it's just not as smooth as Assistant, in my opinion, or responsive as Assistant. But it's still very functional and very capable, and it will be getting upgrades, so you can expect any kinks to be ironed out pretty quickly. In regards to the camera, you have a 8 megapixel camera, 2 megapixel front facing camera. You also have burst shot just like the one line. I'll go ahead and shooting mode, burst shot. So you got burst shot, so I can just go ahead and take pictures. In terms of the lock screen, you have customizable lock screen. You get that little ripple water effect, which is really cool. I think it's really smooth looking, really nice. You also get that effect to where you can unlock the camera by actually just tapping on the lock screen and turning the phone this way. I don't have it enabled, but that is a option. You also have an LED light, which is right there, also customizable. What else? So other than that, you get your regular T-Mobile bloatware that comes with the phone. In terms of Samsung apps, you get S-Voice, you get, let me see here, you get S-Voice, you get S-Memo, S-Suggest, you know, all these S apps. And I haven't really used any of them. I probably won't use any of them, but they're there. To each their own. People may have a use for them. Other than that, you want to see how games run on it. Let's see, I got Street Fighter 2 right here. Go ahead and run a quick Street Fighter 2. Pick my guy Guile. Guile versus Guile. You can see it runs smooth, beautiful, beautiful display. Viewing angles amazing, great graphics. Sound is fantastic. Game runs great. I'm going to exit out of this. Okay, so you can see in terms of games, it runs good. You can also, you know, it runs an emulator. It runs emulated N64 games, pretty solid. Just go ahead and open this here for you.
It's me, Mario.
So you got the emulator. Runs beautifully, smooth as butter. Let's go ahead and close out of that. And other than that, you got a dedicated music player. You also get the Google Music Player, so you have the dedicated Samsung Music Player with Google Music Player. Obviously, you get all of the other Android goodies such as widgets, notification bar with the shortcuts. I don't know, you know, it's weird. Every time I open or I pull down the notification bar, it straightens those out for me, which is pretty cool. I just don't really see the reason behind it, but it's a pretty cool option. You know, you have your text messaging. Let me just go ahead and... I currently have Smart Keyboard installed. I like Smart Keyboard better than the Samsung keyboard simply because the autocorrect on the Samsung keyboard is really bipolar. In terms of Quadrant Scores, I've gone, actually, you know what, I'll show you the Quadrant Score that I was able to get here. Let me just take a screenshot of it. So you can see I was able to get a 5,039, which is a little above the 1X, but you will get scores of above 5,000 with the 1X as well, and the 1S, and the Evo LT, so it's about even. Other than that, we got speed test. We can do a quick speed test. My 4G is pretty slow in this specific location that I'm currently at, but let's just go ahead and do a speed test. Alright, clearly it's slow. But you know, earlier I got 10 megabytes down, 600 kilobytes up, and that's in a relatively slower area. And you know, you're generally looking about 17 to 22, 25 megabytes per second on their HSPA plus 42 megabyte per second HSPA plus network. And let's see, other than that, let's just go ahead and go through the hardware one more time. So here you have the T-Mobile logo on the back, which I like. I like that the T-Mobile logo is on the back and not smack dab on the front, but you do get Samsung right on the front. I like the overall design of the phone. It doesn't feel cheap. Like the Galaxy Nexus, it feels sturdy with the polycarbonate. You know, you got all the good Android ICS goodies, running 4.0.4 actually, so you're on the most updated version of Android. You can see the settings menu, smooth as butter. The blacks look gorgeous, the whites look gorgeous. 4.0.4. If you hold this little guy, you get this little cool effect. And other than that, it's just a quick overview of the phone. Would I recommend this over the 1S? I wouldn't recommend it as an upgrade. If you currently have the 1S, you should be perfectly happy with the 1S. I will be doing a comparison review between this, the 1S, and the Evo LTE. Personally speaking, it depends on it depends on the size of the device, whether you're fine with a